I've always struggled with staying productive, especially when it comes to working for long stretches of time. Back when I had a full-time job, I'd work over 8 hours a day without question. But now, without a boss keeping me accountable, I sometimes have a hard time even getting through 2 or 3 hours of work. I've tried decluttering to free up some mental space. I've set up systems to stay on track and avoid feeling overwhelmed or anxious, and all of that has helped a little, but I'm not where I want to be. So today, I'm trying something new. I've decided to do a 48-hour fast. No food, just water and black coffee for 2 days. There's a whole list of fasting benefits, but what I'm really hoping for is better focus, clearer thinking, and more energy. From what I've read, your body uses carbs for energy, and when you're fasting and you haven't eaten in a while, your carb energy starts running low, and your body starts searching for another source of fuel or energy. And I guess we all have some stored fat, so your body just starts using that fat for fuel, for energy. And when your body uses the stored fat instead of carbs for energy, your body makes something called ketones. And apparently these ketones can sometimes help with clear thinking, better focus, and more energy, plus a bunch of other benefits. And well, I'm curious to see if this is true, so let's see. So after thinking it through, I decided to start the fast in the morning after eating breakfast at 9:30 a.m. I wanted to spend my last hours of the fast sleeping. So according to AI, this is what your food intake should look like before starting a fast. Before a 48-hour fast, focus on a meal rich in protein and healthy fats while minimizing carbohydrates. This can help you feel fuller and more satisfied during the fast. Basically, the main idea is just to eat something healthy, not donuts, pastries, or anything super sugary or carb heavy. So I went with my usual breakfast and just added some extra protein, chicken. Because according to ChatGPT, chicken or other clean protein before a 48-hour fast can make the process more comfortable, more effective, and easier on your body. Okay, here we go. Time starts now. So during the fast, I can only drink black coffee, which I already do, and water with a pinch of salt. The salt helps your body hold on to that water and it replenishes electrolytes. Also, something else I did was make sure my fridge was empty. I ate everything ahead of time and didn't buy any groceries for 2 reasons. 1, I didn't want to be tempted to break the fast. And 2, I was honestly scared I'd forget that I was fasting and just grab something without thinking and before I even realized it. Okay, it's 3:30. It's been 6 hours since I ate breakfast and I'm feeling good. I'm starting to think about food, but I don't know if it's out of habit or because I'm actually hungry. Okay, I guess I spoke too soon. It's literally been 30 minutes since I filmed that previous clip where I said that I was feeling fine. However, soon after I filmed that, not only did my stomach start growling, but I started getting a headache. And then I realized I hadn't drank any water. It's been almost 6 or 7 hours and I haven't drank any water. And apparently if you add salt to your water, it helps prevent headaches. Oh, that one has a lot of salt. Honestly, I don't know what's happening. I'm starting to feel, oh my gosh. You know, the placebo effect. You know, I keep thinking like, I hope I don't get dizzy. And then I make myself dizzy. Do you know what I mean? The placebo effect. Anyways, I think that's what's happening to me. Okay, it's now 6:30 p.m., 9 hours later. I was getting kind of sleepy, so I decided to go for a walk. Okay, so here we are, day 2. I've made it 24 hours without consuming any food, drinking my coffee, and just trying to figure out what to do because if I'm not gonna make breakfast, then that's the interesting part. There is so much more available time when you realize that you don't have to buy groceries, you don't have to cook, you don't have to wash dishes. It's like, what do I do with all this available time? I don't know, maybe I'll work a little more. Let's see how I feel. Today I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling good. Like I'm ready to work, I'm ready to get started, but let's see if I'm able to focus because yesterday was really difficult. My brain was extremely foggy. We'll see. This is day 2. It's almost 7 p.m. So I've been fasting for a little bit over 30 hours. And you know, today actually has been a good day. I didn't feel lethargic. I didn't feel tired, any of that. I actually felt pretty good and I worked. I do get like distracted with social media still. I don't think that's a fasting thing. I think that's a brain thing. And I do feel like I have more energy than I usually do at this time. But one thing that I have been thinking is that I really want this day to be over. Like I just want this day to end so that I can eat. So I don't know. I might go to bed early. Who knows? We'll see. So I did a lot of research on what to eat after fasting because I didn't really want to get sick. And basically the main takeaway is just eat healthy. Stay away from things like pastries, donuts, and anything like carb heavy. So I decided to break my fast with a smoothie. Honestly, a smoothie just feels like the best option. You can sip it slowly throughout the morning and check in with how you're feeling. And I was honestly planning on just to eat healthy and just eat my avocado egg toast, but the craving was just too much, so I went to buy donuts. First of all, fasting for 2 days wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. What got to me more was just the not cooking or eating part. With that part of the day gone, the day just feels kind of weird. And honestly, I started craving the most greasiest, sugary foods. At one point, I spent like 20 minutes just scrolling on Instagram and watching food videos. But overall, it wasn't as difficult as I expected. Day 1 wasn't great. I felt really foggy and having to redo things because I couldn't stay focused. Day 2, however, was better. I felt a bit more clear and focused, but to be honest, it still felt kind of similar to a normal day without fasting, just with a little more mental clarity. The fasting I definitely do again. Even though I didn't get all the benefits I was hoping for, I'm sure it still did something good for my overall health. So if you have any questions that maybe I didn't answer, ask me down in the comments and I'll make sure to answer them.